In 1863, the Union, an army of 94,000 men, attacked across the river of Virginia against the Confederates, an army of 70,000 men, in the Battle of Fredericksburg and Chancellorsville. The Confederates won both battles. These battles led up to three significant days in history. The Battle of Gettysburg. This battle was the bloodiest battle in the Civil War. This battle lasted 3 days from July 1st to July 3rd. Each day was a mystery. As a soldier, you didn't know if you would die, live, or even hunt down people to kill in the middle of the night. July 4th, 1863 was a change in history for the better. No one knows what life could have been like if the other side would have ruled and brutally slaughtered the winners. Let's just say the victory is the reason life is great today.
General Robert E. Lee wanted to assemble his army in the crossroad town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. A day late and $1 short, Union troops had beat him there. The Union had then drove Lee and his troops half a mile south.
On the second day, General Robert E. Lee attempted to capitalize his first day's success. He then launched multiple attacks on the flanks of the Union. General Meade then rushed his 20,000 reinforcements to the scene.
The bloodiest day out of the three. 3 p.m. on July 3rd, 11,000 Confederate soldiers formed battle ranks facing the Union. General Robert E. Lee was determined to attack General George G. Meade at Gettysburg.
Since the Confederates lost, slavery vanished with them. Abraham Lincoln was a peacemaker throughout history and through this important battle. Remembering the important people, General Robert E. Lee and General George G. Meade. If the Confederates didn't fire the first shot, the Union would have been no more, and inhumane acts would continue to destroy the world with no threat. This concludes the important battle of the Civil War. This influenced Abraham Lincoln to write an unforgettable speech called the Gettysburg Address. Let's fast forward a few months from the battle.
Alright. 74 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a proportion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives, that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggle here have consecrated it, far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never be forgotten what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they have fought here to have thus far nobly advanced, and it is rather for us to be dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to the cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we are highly resolved, and that these dead shall not die in vain. And this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth.
Oh, yes! No, this is not working. This is not. No, stay. No. Stay. Stay.
There's a tough love outside now.
No! Stay. You're good. And through this important battle. Remembering the important role. Oh, hold on. Start that over. I like that one. Now speak. Did you say go? I don't like that one. Confederates lost. Slavery vanished.
I don't think you got that.
Fire the first shot. Union would have been no more. And in what? That makes no.
Now fall to the ground! Fall to the ground! Fall! Fall! I cut you in half with bullets.
Stop. In 1863, the North, an army of 94,000 men, attacked across the river of Virginia against the Confederates. An army of 70,000 men in a battle of Fredericksburg. Yes, they're looking down. Wait. Chelsea! You never said one! I said go! Four scores.
You get dinner later.
7 years ago, our fathers fought for.
In action. Since the Confederates lost, slavery vanished with them. Abraham Lincoln was a peacemaker throughout history and through the important battle. Remembering the. Why are you laughing? I was doing really good. Just like that. Stop! Oh my gosh, it's so blurry. Oh my gosh, Mary.
I cut you in half with bullets.